Hey YouTubers, doing a little bit of an update video on the progress on the 93 GMC Typhoon. Richard has been working on final assembly of his 5.3, and if you'll notice, he's got the short block or the long block done. He's got the new heads on. Now keep in mind this is going to be a sloppy build. Stock bottom end 5.3 turbo. It's got a special pan. I don't know if you guys had seen that in previous videos, but it's got a special oil pan and pickup to clear the all-wheel drive set up on the Typhoon and Cyclone. So then of course he modified that block off for his oil feed to his turbo. And that's a pretty straightforward modification. Basically, you just need a drill bit and a tap so you can get that to a dash 4 oil feed. And he's got the car style ICT, what they call the upper car style power steering pump setup. He needed that for crossover for his turbo. Was had to come right through where the old truck power steering pump used to be, and that might be something I may have to do when I try to turbo my Blazer. But he's also got this relocation kit, I think from the same company, to put the alternator in the upper passenger corner. And of course you can see over here he's got the oil large 5/8 or dash 12 or whatever that is, oil return to the pan. Of course, he had to do a little trimming on this little thing right there was sticking out, interfering with his turbo setup. And of course, there's his heater hose delete, final installed with thread sealer. You guys get a good look at this set of two. They used to be 241 heads are going on this build. And of course, we always use the Problem Solver non-plastic intake gaskets on these turbo builds because they hold up to the boost a lot better. Other than that, it's basically got a small, tiny cam in it. Factory heads. I mean, he's trying to use as much factory stuff as he can. It does have the PAC 1218 springs, factory retainers and locks. He does have a set of the Pro Comp or Speedmaster, whatever, head studs on it with, I think they're Victor Reigns MLS gaskets, head gaskets that are sprayed with copper coat. And the reason why we went with those Victor Reigns gaskets is because they properly match the bore diameter on these 4.853 engines. So basically that's where you're at on the long block. Got his oil pressure transducer sending unit thing for his Holley EFI, because he's running the Holley Dominator EFI setup to control it. Everything is ready to be dropped in, but over here in the Foon, he's doing some modifications. He's deleting his heater box, and he's got to do some smoothing and some moving around because he's putting Hydro Boost he's switching it over to Hydro Boost so he can have actual functioning brakes for a change. Because anytime you have a bunch of boost and low vacuum and all kinds of crap like that, you end up fighting brake quality with the old vacuum operated brake boosters. So he's basically going to switch everything over to the Hydro Boost. Here's a shot of that, all that front wheel drive junk that comes on these things. The Oldsmobile Bravada, Chevy Astro, Cyclone, Typhoon front wheel drive setup. And there's his 4L80E with the freshened PTC converter, 3500, and I I don't know if it's single or dual disc. Single disc PTC 3500 converter, and of course the 4L80E has the HD2 shift improver kit in the valve body and all that junk like you're supposed to do. So it is in progress, making a lot of changes on this go around because we've had to lose most all of the front core support for radiator cooling and intercooler placement, plus being able to get cool air into the inlet to the turbo. So I don't know, it's all a process you got to go through if you want to try to go fast, but at least it's at the point now where there's a few more modifications inside the firewall and engine compartment, and he can drop that 5.3 in and start bolting things in, because he's already put in the time and the effort to mock it up and make sure everything fits before getting everything in the car and having to fight with it. So knock on wood, that's the way that's going to work. So anyway, I just wanted to do a little bit of an update video since I was down here while he was working on it and getting his new heads put on, and some of his front accessories bolted on, got his water pump on, and she's getting close. So you guys stay tuned. I hope this isn't too bouncy, because I am freehanding this video and I'm definitely not that great at it. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Try to tune back in as we get more updates on the Typhoon. Like, share, subscribe, click the little bell so you get notifications when we're ready to do something. Thank you.